Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today we are going to do some tags, 3 tags today. I'm using Ranger tags from Manila cardstock and the size is 8. It's the smallest one because I want to create some tags with these cute little guys that I got from Paper Artsy. It's one of their new stamps. And I have my infusions here. They are powder pigments, again from Paper Artsy. These are the colors I will use. Don't worry, you will see them on the screen while I'm using. I'm aiming to have simple designs just to have these cute guys as the hero of these 3 tags. This is my matte medium. I use liquid tags. Many of you ask me which matte medium I use. So this is my favorite because it doesn't make my pages stick. It works as a glue really well, so I like it. And this is how I close my infusions bottles. I make holes on them and then I close with simple tape. I like applying infusions or any powder pigment with matte medium more than applying with water because I have more control. And also it doesn't make a mess, plus it seals my background immediately, so I don't need to worry about smudging it with any other medium that I use on top. So water also gives very nice effects and I use sometimes with water, but I prefer a bit more to use with a matte medium for these reasons. For the first tag I'm going with a bit turquoise, greenish blue colors. And as you see, when I feel like the color is very dense, I can always spray water and lighten it up a little bit more. So I'm going as I see here, if I like it or not, if I want more bluish or more green. And I think I'm happy now, so I will leave it aside to dry. For the second tag, I'm going for another color scheme, so I will use kind of cinnamon kind of colors. So this is rustic and I will use terracotta as well. I'm cleaning my brush before I use the other color. So I'm starting with rustic and then I will add terracotta as well. While I do that, I can also tell you, you will find list of supplies down below at the description area as usual or in my blog. And at the end of this video you will find close-up pictures. Also, if you go to my blog you can find them as well. For the last one, actually this is a bottle I never used before, so you can see how I poke my holes. I take out this part from the cap of the bottle. I use my poke a hole tool and make 2 holes easily, and then I close these holes with tape. So when they drop, the powder inside won't go out. For this tag I'm going with a blue color scheme using 2 colors. Infusions have 24 colors. They just released 12 more this year and I really love them. All of them has a walnut stain in them, so it makes all the colors vintage looking. For me this has a unique look, different than other powder pigments, although I like the others as well, but probably for me these ones are the most special. And I put all the tapes on top of them as you see, and this is how I store my infusions in a box. Now that I have all my 3 tags with different color schemes, I'm going to stamp my little guys. And I'm using this Strathmore Bristol paper. It's amazing to use watercolor mediums. And for this I'm going to use my Carandash Neo Color 2 crayons which move with water. So I'm stamping these guys on this paper. You can also use watercolor paper or a kind of paper that takes water well. And I'm using my archival ink in black for this. Just in case I'm stamping 2 of the same, although I won't use 2. In case I make a mistake and I don't need to stamp again. I don't want to ruin the eyes when I'm coloring, so I'm using this pen, which is a masking liquid. So you shake a little bit, then press the tip of it, and then a blue liquid comes. With this you can color an area that you want to spare from any coloring or any other medium coming on top. Then it will dry out and it won't be affected by any medium that you put on top of it. So I wanted to have the eyes white and I didn't want to make a mistake, so I covered it. While that's drying, I wanted to work on my backgrounds a bit more after these guys dried. So I'm using a Dilutions background stamp set, and I'm using my little archival ink pads for the first time. These are so cute. They come in sets of 4 and very useful, very cost efficient actually. Rather than buying the all full pad, you can buy these minis and have more colors. Because to be honest, we don't use, at least I don't use all the colors all the time. Black is very important. For the others, I prefer to buy the minis. I also have the Memento inks in drops, mini drops. I have Distress inks in minis other than Oxide, because Oxide doesn't have minis. So this is my choice. If you think of having more colors but it's expensive, I would recommend you to try out the minis. While I was talking, I did the green one and used the Tim Holtz background stamp. Now I am doing a blue one and using some blue color ink pads and doing some background stamping. You will find all these stamps and colors down below at the description area. And it really doesn't matter, you can use any background stamp that you have. It's just to create some interest at the back. And now I'm going to do some texture work. On this terracotta one, I decided to use black embossing paste because it creates a very nice contrast. On this, and I use the Carabelle Studio stencil. On this one, I'm using a white modeling paste and I'm using a 13 Arts stencil. And I decided to have the sentiment here on this tag as well. Because I decided it later, I ruined the stencil work at the bottom a little bit. So I took it out easily and did it again. And for the blue one, I'm using this stencil from Crafter's Workshop and again doing some texture work with white modeling paste. I love Liquitex light modeling paste. It's really fluffy, dries fast. If you don't like it, you can take it away easily. If you see here with my spatula, I can clean it. So I don't find it easy with some other pastes, so I would really recommend this one. So the idea here is to have contrasting colors with my little guys to go with the background, so they pop out of the tag easily. And you will see the colors that I am choosing now. These are my Carandash Neocolor tools. These crayons move with water. I changed my mind there, so I'm moving to this guy to put it on the greenish blue one. And I will make him yellow because yellow will pop really nicely from that one. And of course you can use any coloring medium that you want. For this one I wanted to use my Neocolors to give them some love. I put a little bit and then I can move the color with my water brush. I'm giving some blush on the cheeks with a peach color. And I'm applying also a little bit darker yellow just to give some shadowing. In that case it gives more depth to do highlights and shadows. And here is how it looks. I'm keeping the coloring part here in this video because mostly you request to see it. And if you don't want to watch it, you can always fast forward. I'm making this guy some sky blue. And I'm going to use him on my red tag. I think it will make a really good contrast as well. And as you see, I apply the crayon only on the outside border, and then I'm moving the color. This creates already a very good shading without making any effort actually. So it makes my job really much easier. And I'm coloring his nose and cheeks with red that goes with the tag. And now I'm moving to the third guy, and I decided to make him pink to go with the blue one. Pink and blue also will create a really nice contrast. And I will make his vest a peach color. Now the guys are ready, looking so cute. Here how they are close up. And it's time to remove the eyes. As you will see, it's very easy. You just push it with your hand, and it's removed super quickly. And the eyes remained really white as I wanted. Now the hard work is finished. It's time to stick my guys and embellish the tags. It's the fun part. So I'm using decoupage glue. I'm not using matte medium because my guys are colored with water color medium. It will move if I touch it. So I'm using normal glue. I'm going to color this part of the sentiment with yellow, with the same yellow that I used for my guy. This is helping me to have a more cohesive look on my design. If you select a couple of colors and use it all around your design, it will have a nice cohesive look. And to embellish him, I found this in my stash. I really don't know where I got it, and I couldn't find the design, the brand. So this is a yellow and green butterfly by coincidence. And also this sticker set my lovely friend gifted me a while ago. There is always a time to use your things. So I'm really glad I'm using it, remembering her. These colors also go with my design. And for the sentiment, I chose a couple of words, voyage and embark, from my Tim Holtz Chit Chat stickers. Also, I found these glitter, sort of glitter bottles in my stash. Actually, I didn't use the big one. I had a smaller bottle. And I took a little bit of the blue glitter and put it in my smaller bottle. And I changed the place of my one of the words and put it next to my little guy. And I'm doing black splashes just to bind the design all together. I'm using my Ecoline ink for this. And here is how it looks. We are finished with one. Now I move to the other. For this I used one Martha Stewart sticker that has the tree and flowers. Then this butterfly is from a Kaisercraft paper collection that you will find down below. Wildflower collection, I think. Then I have this sentiment from a 7 Dot Studio sticker set, which says rosy cheeks. That goes with my little guy. And I made some white splashes again to bind the design together. And I'm doing it for the green and yellow tag as well. And this is the sticker set I mentioned I used on my blue tag. It's from Martha Stewart and it has some cherry blossoms. And I thought there was a little bit empty space here, so I put a couple of flowers there as well. Finally, I'm going to put very thin ribbons to complete my tags. I'm using a black one for this one, a yellow one for the green, and a pink one for the blue one. And here they are, my cute little guys with the funky designs on little tags. I really enjoyed creating these. They are simple enough but fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below or subscribe to my channel if you like my projects, so I know and I continue doing them. I love reading your comments and interact with you, and I try to answer all of the things that you write to me. You can also find me on Instagram, where I share all my pictures, all my projects. It's called Blending Colors. I also have a blog where I put the close-up pictures of my projects as well. It's called blendingcolors.com. Thanks a lot for watching and hope to see you next time.